Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames and we are back baby with another banging video. In this video guys, we're gonna talk about Sean Diddy Combs because this man apparently knows something that the rest of us have no idea about, because Diddy is here with major plans and his major plan is all geared towards a comeback performance at Madison Square Garden after his prison release. Now, if this isn't very much indicative of why Diddy deserves to be behind bars, he's also demonstrating the reason why he should not be let out on bail. It seems as though Diddy knows something about his sentencing that we don't know and we have no idea about, because if you guys have been keeping up with my channel, you guys would know that I've said to you, when they sentenced Diddy, he's going to do about 3 years, not because that's the amount of time that I want him to do, but based on the, crimes that he has been found guilty on. And he has done like maybe 12 months by this time, or by that time of his sentencing, he'll have done 1 year already. So if he's sentenced to 4 or 5 years, he's going to only do 3 years maximum, because they may count night and day. They may consider good behavior. He may even do 2 years or a little bit over 2 years. And if you guys have been keeping up with TMZ's, I think it's called Angry Man podcast, they have different attorneys on from time to time who weighs in on the Sean Diddy Combs case. And the attorneys, they have been right a lot with the predictions. And they are predicting that Diddy is going to do maybe 5 years maximum. But when you look at everything that is happening at this point in time, you really, really have to say, you know what? 5 years, I understand it's the law, but I think you should be doing 50, because Diddy is given the energy that he doesn't take no forward answer. He doesn't know when to take a step back. He just consistently acts as though he has never done anything wrong. And as a matter of fact, he even said that in his bail appeal. He basically said that he never did anything wrong. He never booked any male entertainers. He never paid anyone. It was the girlfriends who did it. And as such, he should not be held liable. And you can literally see that kind of entitlement behavior coming from Sean Diddy Combs right through and through, because he's now saying, you know what? He's going to make a major comeback and he's going to have this major show at Madison Square Gardens, according to his lead attorney, Mark Agnifilo, who sat down with Jericka Duncan for his first interview since the trial. The interview was officially released today on CBS Morning, wherein Mark Agnifilo opened up about Diddy's post-release plans. Now, Mark Agnifilo started off by saying Diddy's looking forward to being reunited with his family. That's natural. And taking care of his mother. All natural, right? Then he also says that Diddy has some goals, some plans, and he's going to be back at Madison Square Gardens. And Mark Agnifilo is saying, I told him that I was gonna be there. Let's take a look at this clip together, shall we? And then I'll get back with the rest of my commentary.
Kids and get back with his mother and the people who love him and miss him.
So he's talked to you about getting back into music if he's released?
No. Honestly, he has not.
Okay.
One thing he said he's going to be back in Madison Square Garden.
He said that?
He did. He said to me he's going to be back in Madison Square Garden.
Doing what?
I guess being on stage. And I said, I'll be there.
You and Gina will definitely be there. No, guys, that's the clip that I was making reference to. No, this is so indicative that Diddy is just hella determined to have his way. And when you look at what he did with Gina, I don't know if it is the case that he had threatened to release some type of sex tape with Gina involved, or what kind of sorcery he's using on Gina, but the manner in which that girl has been going off on social media saying, oh my God, free Diddy. You can always forgive someone. When did you forgive Diddy? Before that Tasha K interview? After that Tasha K interview? Before you decided that you were going to testify against him? Or after you've changed your mind, like, what is going on? What is the story here? But what this is very indicative of, when you look at the things that Diddy is doing behind bars and how he's consistently insisting that I never did anything, I didn't do anything wrong, it seems as though there's some disconnect going on in Diddy's head. I don't know. Is it that he lacks intelligence? Could that be it? But then again, how would he know to hire the best legal team to represent himself? So it really shows you that Diddy is a narcissist, a control freak. He's a delusional individual. He's an individual who is determined to have his way, violate the law, breach laws, and abuse the system continually just for his own personal gains. Because while it is okay for you to have plans to be rehabilitated and to get back to some sense of normalcy, do you know what it means to say you're gonna have a major show at Madison Square Gardens after this allegation? Well, not allegation, but I should say rather, Diddy is acting as though it's just an allegation against him. He's not behaving as though he was found guilty at any point in time. And when you look at how he positions himself, you can really tell that that is what he has in his head, that he hasn't been found guilty of anything. In his head, he thinks that he's still in control. In his head, he hasn't done anything wrong. And as such, he's using that as, he's using that consistently to have his way. And I don't know. Why is it so hard for him to accept no? Like, you cannot have your way. You do not control the world. You're not in charge of things. The things that you once used to do and get away with it, it's 2025 and counting. It's not going to happen anymore. People are waking up. People are choosing to distance themselves. So, the little win that he has scored on this trial, I think it has him confused, because in his head, apparently, he doesn't know that he's still guilty. In his head, apparently, he still doesn't know that he's been scorned and looked upon in a shady kind of way. But anywho, guys, I want to hear from you. What's your 2 cents on the matter? Leave your comment below. While you're at it, do all you need to do on this video to support your girl. Peace.